Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we're doing another commentary style type video. I wasn't really planning to do this today, but I saw some things happening on Twitter and in the community, and I decided I would want to talk about it today. What we're going to be talking about is the drama surrounding Hungrybox and Smash Summit 10 coming up here, and all of that was unfolding on Twitter today. Now, if you're not into Super Smash Bros. Melee and the competitive scene, first off, what are you doing? You're missing out. It's great. Second off, if you are a part of it, you will have seen the drama going on Twitter today, and this basically is just going to be kind of my take and my opinion on it. Obviously, there's going to be a ton of videos, there's going to be a ton of Twitter comments all about the same thing, so if you've read it and seen it 100 times, I completely understand if you don't want to watch this video. I also just want to throw out there, this is completely just my opinion. If you don't agree, that's fine, it's not a big deal. I just don't want to start even more drama if it's not necessary, but like, I want to provide my take on it because, to be honest, it upset me quite a lot what was going on. So basically, if you don't know what Smash Summit is, or just Summit in general, it's an event which will be happening soon, Smash Summit 10. It's going to be an online tournament for Super Smash Bros. Melee, and there was a league called Slippy Champions League, which went on for 4 weeks and had all of the top competitors in Melee playing, and if you were one of those top players that were competing and you qualified well in those 4 weeks, you qualified to Smash Summit 10, and yeah, that's the tournament is Smash Summit 10. If you qualified, you qualified, right? Well, during those 4 weeks, in the first 2 weeks, Hungrybox was competing in the tournament. If you don't know who Hungrybox is, he's a top player in Melee. I don't know how else to describe him other than that. I got other choice words, but we'll refrain from that today. I'm not a fan of him personally, but he's got a lot of fans, and I understand why. I'm just not one of them personally. But he's a top player, and he's very good at the game. So he was in the league, of course, because why wouldn't he be? But the issue was, even though he was in the Slippy Championship League, he wasn't really playing Melee that much. He wasn't practicing. He wasn't, at least to most people's knowledge, right? Because obviously we don't know his personal life. Maybe he was grinding off stream or something, but whatever. On stream, he wasn't playing Melee. Instead, he was playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is fine. If that's the game you enjoy, play it. But he ends up going into Slippy Championship League, and for the first 2 weeks, he does pretty bad, to be quite honest. At best, I would say pretty bad, and ends up getting eliminated from like the bracket of Slippy Championship League because he was playing so bad, which that had people upset too, but that's a whole nother topic. If he doesn't play well there, he doesn't play well, no big deal. And then the last 2 weeks, I believe he had like a break planned or like an event or something like that, so he ended up not playing in the last 2 of the 4 weeks. Again, if you need to take a break for whatever reason, perfectly fine, no big deal. The issue arose today though when Smash Summit 10, I don't know if it was today, it might have been yesterday, but either way, they announced the lineup for Smash Summit 10, so obviously all of the players from the Slippy Championship League were there, and there were supposed to be 4 spots where people could qualify for. Basically, they held like another little tournament thing, and if you qualified, if you're one of the top 4 in that, you would qualify to go play at Smash Summit 10. That was the original rule, and everybody seemed pretty fine with that. It was not a big deal, it was whatever. Until whenever they released it, they ended up saying that Hungrybox ended up getting invited. Keeping in mind, he was the only player in Smash Summit 10 to get an invite. Everybody else had to qualify either through Slippy Championship Leagues or through that like last chance qualifier type thing. But HBox got an invite, which obviously upset some people, rightfully so, because at this point in time, he had been taking a break, he hadn't been playing any Melee on stream, and he didn't qualify. So why would he get an invite? Well, according to Smash Summit, it's because he won the last summit, and he's HBox. And this is where my personal opinion is going to pop in a little bit. I get it. Like, Smash Summit has every right to invite whoever they want. They can do whatever. Smash Summit has done a lot for the scene of Smash, and if they want to invite somebody, sure, no big deal. That's not why I'm mad, right? And I think that's why I don't really think anybody's mad at that, to be honest. I also understand from a business perspective why you would want to do it. It's Hungrybox. He's one of the biggest players in the game. He's one of the biggest names. You want that name in your tournament, period. It just makes sense. Sure. But, well, as you can see on my screen, I have some tweets up here. This one is from Mango, and this is basically where the drama started, because of course people were mad about the HBox invite, mainly because it also took one of those 4 qualifying spots away from somebody, which we'll get into that as we go, but people were a little upset about that, but I don't think they were too outraged. But then Mango tweeted this, and he said, if I see HBox playing Ultimate this week. I'm getting drunk all of Summit. The competitive integrity has been tainted and Mango will not stand for it, which I think is a fair tweet. As a competitor, he's saying basically, this guy has not been playing, he hasn't been trying, yet he got an invite. If he's just gonna goof around and play Ultimate, why am I gonna try? Because clearly it doesn't matter. Which, sure, I think makes perfect sense. But the issue arose when HBox responded with this tweet, where he responded to Mango's tweet and said, streaming my ultimate run at Mega Smash Mondays tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, ultimate juice box number 20 on Wednesday, and linked his Twitch stream, which prompted a response from Mango. We're not going to really go into the response here because this is more my response than his, but this prompted a lot of hate and backlash for Hungrybox, which I think is fully deserved. Because basically, to me, the way I interpreted this, and again, I'm not everybody, maybe everybody had a different interpretation. Maybe they said, you know what, he's just joking around, like he blah, 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 blah. But to me, this is just basically the most disrespectful thing anybody has said in the Smash scene in quite a while. Keeping in mind, the Smash scene is not the most respectful scene ever, but that's besides the point. This made me incredibly angry because not only is he basically saying, I'm not going to practice, he's also just basically spitting in the face of those who were working their asses off and who were trying their asses off to qualify through Slippy Championship League and through that last chance qualifier. People like Aklo, who was that 4th qualifier person who got his spot taken away, so this guy can go on the timeline and say shit like this. So rightfully so, me and a lot of people were very, very upset because it's just, at the end of the day, all this is period straight up disrespectful. He's basically saying, you know, all that hard work you did, all that blah blah blah, don't care, I'm Hungrybox, so I'm gonna do whatever I want and you can suck a dick about it. Which is just A, extremely disrespectful, and B, it's just like it's so upsetting because these people, these top competitors, are playing for like 10 hours a day minimum, grinding so hard to work towards being good and towards being the best. People like Aklo, who a couple months ago weren't in this position, but because of Slippy and the way rollback has been implemented into Smash, he's been able to grind his ass off and get really, really good at the game and playing really well in he played all 4 weeks of the Slippy Championship League, and he did well in all of them. He dropped out at the very end, which is why he had to go to that last chance qualifier, but he was playing extremely well. He even was beating a lot of the top players. He was doing really well, and he was grinding and grinding and grinding, only to get spit in the face by Hungrybox saying, well, too bad, I'm gonna go play Ultimate, yet I still get an invitation to Summit. And it's just so disappointing and so aggravating, which is what prompted responses like Mango's response, where he said, you're a joke, used to have respect for you as a competitor, it's depressing to see you like this, join Armada and call it a day. Which I think is a fair assessment to say, because it's not about whether Summit gave him the spot. Because like I said, it makes sense that Summit gave him the spot from like a business perspective. And I don't think anybody's really mad at Summit for doing that. The issue is if you're gonna take the spot, grind, go practice Smash, play Smash, do it. Like, appreciate the spot that you were given and the opportunity that you were given by Summit when they did not have to do that. They only gave it to you because you're Hungrybox. So appreciate that and go grind, go play. Don't spit in the face of your other competitors who were doing that by saying, I'm just gonna go play Ultimate instead. It's just so disrespectful and upsetting, not only to me, but to everybody. Like, I'm not even a competitor. I don't really play Smash that much. I just watch it a lot, but I still love it so much, and to see him do that to a game that people love so much and care so much about and grind so much for, it's just like, if you don't care about it, don't play, period. If you want to go play Ultimate, that's fine. Nobody's gonna be upset about that. If you don't want to grind every day like all these people are doing, that's fine. Nobody's gonna be upset about that. You know, if you want to go stream every single day and grow your stream, good for you. Go get that bag. You're gonna make more money than if you were just competing in Smash anyway. Nobody's gonna be upset about that, right? What is gonna upset people is when you disrespect and just belittle your opponents and all their hard work that they put in. Like, that's just so not okay and so aggravating to so many people. He followed it up with, if you think this has anything to do with Mango playing Ultimate, or excuse me, with HBox playing Ultimate or grinding stream, you're wrong. It's totally fine if he wants to pursue other things, but it's a joke when someone gets auto-invited who obviously doesn't care about Melee. I speak for the Melee delegation. And I think that's basically how everybody feels, is if you don't like the game anymore, if you don't want to play it anymore, if you don't want to grind it anymore, go do something else. It's not that big of a deal. But you don't deserve this spot. You don't. You're playing like shit, because he has been. He's been getting beat by like no-name Yoshi players and stuff. No offense to any of those players, but like, it's true. He's supposed to be like quote-unquote #1 in the game, but instead he's getting beat by randoms, and he's not doing well. He's playing like shit. He's not grinding. He's not practicing. And then he gets an auto invite, and the first thing he does is this. He doesn't go grind. He doesn't say, I'm gonna go play a ton of Melee and get good again. He says, ha ha ha, I'm gonna go play Ultimate. Fuck all you guys. Like, no, that's not cool, man. It's just not. And he can go fuck himself. And I actually tweeted that too. If you don't follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. But like, I said basically what I'm saying. I understand why someone invited him from a business perspective, but on God, go fuck yourself. Because it's true. Like, if it was just something where he's gonna grind his ass off every day, I wouldn't even care that much, because he'll still probably lose, but you know what, at least he tried. And as of recording this video, I think he has been grinding. I'm recording this late at night, the same day all this drama's going down. I'm pretty sure he's playing a little bit of Melee with like somebody who's pretty good, which, I mean, good. I hope he grinds. I hope he does well. Honestly, I hope he grinds his ass off and wins the tournament and gets to say like, fuck everybody else, because at least that would be so much less disrespectful to everybody else who is trying their ass off. Because people like Aklo, who got absolutely fucked in this scenario, like, they deserve that. At least at the very least, for someone like Aklo, he deserves to say, well, I may have lost my spot, but at least it was to Hungrybox who won the tournament because he grinded. But as of right now, that's not what's gonna happen. As of right now, what's gonna happen is the dude's gonna play Ultimate, and it was for what? So he can go get first rounded at Summit? Like, as of right now, that's what it seems like. Again, I don't know what the future holds. Maybe he'll grind his ass off, and I hope that HBox does that. I really do. Because at the end of the day, I just want to, and I think everybody just wants to see competitive high-level Melee. That's all we care about. But if you're not willing to do that, then just don't accept the invite. Go play Ultimate. Go stream. Don't be involved anymore if that's what you want to do. But don't take away spots. Don't be disrespectful to people you're competing against for no reason, because there is no reason to do it. If you don't like it, if you don't want to do it, then don't. Period. That's it. End of story. But instead, he gets on this little sad boy act where every time he loses, he whines and complains about how this and that is the reason why, and like, it's just so dumb, man. Like, if you don't want to do it, then don't. It's that easy. It's that easy. And like, it's so aggravating for all of the fans of Melee to see this, because it's like, we all, at the very least, again, I'm not a huge fan of his personality for numerous reasons, but even if you're not a fan of his personality, you respect him as a competitor when he was competing really at the highest level, because you want to see competitive Melee. You want to see everybody trying their ass off to beat everybody. You want to be that's what you want. You want it to be competitive. You want it to be good. But instead of that, what he's just not being competitive. And if you don't want to be competitive, leave. Period. Instead of doing all this bullshit and trying to be funny or anything like that, like, just stop, man. Just don't do it. And I just truly feel bad for the people who were trying their ass off and just got completely screwed in this situation, and who got absolutely disrespected and belittled by this piece of shit because he thought he was going to be funny on Twitter or something. I don't know. I'm just very upset about it, and I wanted to kind of make a video, talk about it, just give my perspective on it. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Maybe you feel differently. Maybe you feel he was just joking and that he is going to grind and blah blah blah. I don't know. I still feel the same way. I still think he can go fuck himself. Even if he grinds, honestly, he can go fuck himself, because even then, it's like, even if you're grinding your ass off, you haven't been as long as everybody else. You're going to grind for like this 1 week, go to the tournament, get like 4th or something, and then be like, oh, you know, I didn't play Ultimate the whole time. But it's like, man, it just, in the first place, you never deserved the spot. You're not good right now. You're not trying right now. And unless you're good and trying right now, why are you given a spot in the first place? But I don't know. I honestly hope he grinds and he does well. I truly do, because then at least I would feel a little bit less bad for those people who got fucked in this situation. Either way, guys, I think that's going to be where I end it. I'm basically just repeating myself because I'm very upset about it and very mad about it, just like I think a lot of people are. I don't know. It's a weird situation. It sucks for a lot of people, and it's very annoying for a lot of people. But I don't know. If you feel differently from me, if you have an opposing viewpoint or something, you can go ahead and put it in the comments down below. I'll read it. I'll see what you have to say. I still feel the same way. That's why I left the tweet up even after, like, I know he's playing a little bit. I still feel the same way, because the way he just was so disrespectful and belittling to his opponents is just not cool with me, period. It doesn't sit well with me, and I don't think it ever will. Even even if he was just trying to be funny, it just so tone deaf and it missed the mark completely for me. But either way, guys, I'm gonna end it there before I just go off on a rant again saying the same thing. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, hit notifications for when I post more videos like this. I post new videos every single day, so I'm sure you'll like one eventually. And if you don't, you can always unsubscribe later, and it's free. Hit the like button if you did like the video, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.